3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Take 2. We can do better. Anyway, I was saying that my Young Harman run on GameCube is 8 years old. I did that run in 2017. And all of my solo character runs were done around that same time frame. I didn't check the exact dates, but they're at least 7+ years, if not more. But they're all pretty consistent. They all use the same layout that I was using at that time. So we have to start up as Garcine, you can't avoid that. But, here we go. The man of the hour, Young Harman himself. Look at that. Look at him. So this has to be on Killer7. Unless you use a code, you cannot use Young Harman. Anything but Killer7. If you use a code to force him on Killer7, you can use him, you have to change to him from the TV, but you can't actually pause because he's not in the menu in normal or deadly for that matter. So the game just crashes. Okay, alas, we have to turn into Dan for this. Obviously, you can't play this game with a single character. You have to turn to other characters. Kind of like the game's designed for more than one character. For their abilities. Really, when it comes to the routing, if you can call it routing, is that these aren't truly speedruns, but I'm going to try and play fast, and I'm also going to try to be pragmatic. Like, I'm not going to turn into him, just for a single room. I'm going to be, smart about this. It's a bigger issue for Garcian only, but for someone like, hey, Young Harman, I can be him for a couple of rooms at a time. If I need to be, but if I can't, then, well, I just swap. Oh yeah, in TSA, we revisit the Celtic apartments. He is pretty stylish. Welcome, Lemon of Love. He does have a hat. Gotta respect a man who can pull off a hat. Another sort of rule that I have is that I will only watch the cutscenes related to that character. Oh, nice. So for Young Harman, there are a few cutscenes. They're just at the end. They're at Smile. But no, Young Harman does in fact get his own cutscenes. It also results in a situation where, like, characters like Kevin and Khan and Hayate, they basically get almost no cutscenes except, like, the group shot ones. What can you do? See, right here, we can be Young Harman for huge stretches. I was thinking ahead of time, before the stream, how, like, encounter 1, I'm just gonna have to be masked for a bit. For quite a bit, actually, in the first half of the run. They bring down the rent. Oh. If you don't mind the creepy zombie-esque suicide bombers. Horrible for the whole family. So long as I'm not making, as long as I don't make any dumb mistakes, most of this playthrough should be pretty easy even on Killer 8, because as you can see, I'm just tearing everything apart. Young Harman is the crutch character for Killer 8, and this is North American Killer 8, not JP Killer 8. In case that wasn't obvious from the fact that enemies die in reasonable lengths. They don't take 10 years to kill. However, I am worried about Ayame 1, because in my Young Harman GameCube run, I actually couldn't kill her as Young Harman. Like, I could just not lock in. And that's one of the reasons why that's one of my least favorite solo character runs, despite it having the most views out of all my solo character runs. Like, that's the black mark. I did make a later video where I got revenge, but Ayame 1 is pretty tough. And you can't upgrade Young Harman. Which I presume they did because, well, why would you make an overpowered character even more overpowered? What can you do with that? I guess it'd be cool if he got a counterattack. Release me from the toilet. Well, you could always live in the hotels or the apartment complexes from 25th Ward. If you don't mind, you know, the rest of the 25th Ward. To be honest with you all, I always found this particular room, of all rooms, outside the bathroom, to be almost too hard in terms of the difficulty curve, because there are quite a few enemies when you first enter the room. Maybe that was the sort of choke point that they wanted, you know, as you're learning the game. Like, obviously, I know, like, what, 10 ways to deal with any room at any given time? But, well, that being, you know, shoot effectively, or shoot with another character, but you know what I mean. But when you're learning the game, I think that room with, like, it's at least 3 or 4 enemies when you walk in for the first time. Quite a bit. Three enemies? 3 enemies. Pretty sure. 4, I'm doubting myself. Oh well.
What?
Return to Kaede for a single moment.
I'm a ghost.
And back again. Oh, you knew that junction, you still failed it. Kurhashi and Akiba might be a challenge. Maybe. They might just be more annoying than difficult. I've beaten I've beaten Kurhashi and Akiba at the end of Sunset 2 with everybody on Killer 8. And at least Young Harman has perfect waiver. And he doesn't need to reload that much. I'm just gonna wait here. Why not? Spare my crit. Thing a good bit of critical hits here. Okay, that wasn't a good angle. The game never tells you that you can switch the camera like this. Flip the camera perspective with the Z button. It's in the manual, the game doesn't tell you that though. Just like the game doesn't tell you that the reload function is snap to C stick. Not bad. Let's go into the Harman room, even though I can't upgrade him, but let me at least show what he looks like in the TV. Look at that vitality.
Destiny.
Oh, Matt's got a lot, but you look at someone like... Yep, and nothing.
Destiny.
His skill is gun. He doesn't. He also, unfortunately, doesn't have anything to say. And thanks to Big Man Japan, we actually do know the character Helds. Oh, I should have turned into Garcian. Oh, whatever. So, Young Harman has 300 health points. Mask after that has 250. Garcian, I think, has 200, and force change to Garcian here. Evan, Coyote, Dan have 150, I believe, and then Kaede and Khan have 100 health. Enemies without the stamina ring inflict 50 points of damage. On normal, that is. On Killer 8, though, enemies do, I believe it's 280 damage. Which is enough to kill everyone except Young Harman with 300 points of health. I should link that spreadsheet. I'll do that once I kill this angel.
You think you killed me? Better think again.
In theory, this should be easier, right? Perfect waiver, right? Oh, he's... Oh, it's... Yeah, okay. Let me try that again, let me do a quick shot. Give me these nonsense. Okay, yeah, that doesn't really work. He's a little too slow, and I'm relying too much on my muscle memory from 4. Okay, one more time. Yeah, he's just too slow. I can't quite walk around the circle fast enough. I had to be sure, though. I think other characters I should be able to do it. It's just Young Harman is so slow. Oh, that's a good thought. I have to double check that. Alright, here is the... Posted it in chat for Twitch. Those watching on YouTube, this is the other one. I'll put the link right here. But that shows the damage I'll use. And the stamina ring, funnily enough, doesn't actually give you more stamina. Big Man Japan found out that it actually makes enemies deal less damage. 25% less damage. So if a character does 1,000 health, or 1,000 damage, if an enemy does 1,000 damage, it's instead 750. It's like, they reduce it by 25%. Well, the way it works, it kind of rounds up when like regular enemies do 50 damage on normal. So it just the way it rounds out, it's technically 26%. So they do 37 damage. Anyway. Details. I probably will get the stamina ring though, even if it won't necessarily let me tank anymore as Young Harman. Because it means I'll have to heal less as Young Harman if I feel like I need to tank something and want to just heal after it. There's no other micro. You might also be noticing I'm not using splits. Even the earlier solo character runs weren't speed runs, but I included splits mostly because they were just a way to fill space on the screen, and since then my preferences when it comes to my layouts are quite a bit different. But besides that, it's like this game is this version's widescreen. I don't need splits to cover any space. Probably gonna dodge roll these smiles just to avoid redundant changing. Like I said before, the routing here, as loose as I can use that word, it's simply just to be pragmatic, be a character as much as possible, but if I can't stay them for more than a few seconds at a time, or there's something that needs to be done with a certain character, I'll just swap them for however long I need to. Nice moon. See, now we turn into him. Even if it's only for barely 2 rooms, I just walk through this room. I do need Young Harman anyway to ensure the Camellia, so. Here we are. Good. Okay, we turn here. Turn back. Not sure if I will want to take a break here, though. The GameCube run was 4 hours about, but that was on GameCube, meaning longer load times. And no Kess skip, along with that. I'm also, I think, better at the game. Like, by default, I am better at the game. So with all that in mind... well, when in doubt, take a break. So let's look at his face here. With that. No, I hesitated there, but yeah, I'm not fast enough. I want to say Young Harman is the slowest character besides Kaede, or Kaede. I don't think there's anyone else slower. Well, you know, besides for Kaede. That's it. And Negleria tested that a while ago. Got us to Negleria. Hello, Pep Ranger, welcome. How goes it? Yeah, they're having fun. So are we. We're just gonna run away. Yeah, I hung around there a little too long, but didn't even scan all the smiles. Whatever redo my blindfolded run, I wouldn't say I'm 100% opposed, but I'm not chomping at the bit to do so. Okay, I really want to be sure. Can I run past you? Okay, I'm just barely fast enough. Like, that run, for the most part, was a strong success. There were a few mistakes and one black spot. Yeah, that's like the angel section. Stuck for 40 minutes trying to shoot Kunlan's arm. But for the most part, I'm pleased with that run. I feel like I wouldn't really gain much from doing it again. Unless I tried to, I don't know, make it faster, which speed wasn't really my concern. That's a challenge run. It was a challenge run, not a speed run. I think it holds up well enough on its own for what it is. I don't feel the urge to fix my mistakes, you could say. So to, I guess, sum it up more succinctly, would I ever redo it? Maybe, but right now, not interested. Not out of the question, but not really interested in doing so right now. If anybody else did blindfolded, I mean, I wouldn't mind hopping on as well. Alas, we cannot remove rubble with the power of gun. We need the power of wrestling. I shared my notes in the Discord a long time ago. I think actually BB did look into stuff. I think they did toy around with it a bit. I don't believe they ever did the full run though, but... I did at least share my notes once, and we did discuss it in the Discord. I did talk about things in the Discord. I kind of want to see if I can run... That's really funny, okay. I think I might be... Wait a minute. Okay, we're not okay. That's fine, though. I actually don't need blood to finish this chapter. Okay, I'm not going to do the instant enters for the junctions. Because the camera is ever so slightly different with each character. Which you can notice if you'd swap to a different character. You will see the camera subtly shift, and that's enough to cause junctions to be different. What games have I been enjoying lately? I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom for like 3 months. And I'm still not even done with that game. Okay, we're not even gonna do that. We're not even gonna do it. Literally just kill. Kill or be killed after all. But yeah, I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom lately. Also, Let It Die. Well, what that is, Suda Baby 1. Yeah. But I'm always playing Let It Die these days. So that doesn't really count anyway. I've put 135 hours into Tears of the Kingdom so far, and I'm still not even feeling like I'm halfway done. Maybe I am like halfway done, but it doesn't feel like it, because the game is just that massive in scope. Thank you. Well, thank you for gifting it to me, Gentop. Much appreciated. So I'm also like a kind of like a one game at a time kind of guy, or at least one new game. There are slight exceptions, like, you know, a couple of games are pick up and play, you play around a bit, like Necrodancer's like that. If I'm in a mood, I'll like play around a bit or two. I tend to be one game at a time, but I'm like that for a lot of things, or at least a couple of things. Like, say if I'm, like, I always am reading a book, or like, I don't know, graphic novels, or some series. So I'm only like one book at a time. I don't really like too much. If I'm like replaying something, I might play something new besides that. But when it comes to stuff that's new or stuff that I'm making, you know, the sort of focus, I tend to be one at a time when it comes to games, books and stuff like that. No, it didn't. Maybe that Azure Dragon was a heaven smile. I have a couple of other games, of course, in my backlog. I have Hollow Knight, which, coincidentally enough, Shentok also sent me, because Shentok is a very generous person. Very kind and generous person. Hollow Knight is there, albeit I think that game is pretty long, isn't it? Obviously, Silksong came out not long ago. People are still playing that. I've been meaning to play System Shock 1. It's actually a PVT, shoutouts to PVT. They gifted that to me a couple of years ago. And I think I played it a little bit once or twice, like I tried playing through it, and for whatever reason, maybe I was busy or I just got sidetracked. I never beat it. I only got like into the first level a little. Although, funnily enough, that actually helped me better recontextualize parts of System Shock 2. I don't want to spoil, I guess, too much, but about the end of System Shock 2, but a light bulb came up being like, oh, that makes sense. Never mind, System Shock 2 is 20-something years old, and there are probably people watching my stream or watching on YouTube younger than that game. We'll see, though. Like, I think after I, beat Tears of the Kingdom, which is probably another 3 months, let's be real here. I'm not rushing that game. I might go for something much shorter. I got Renko Tsukijime's Longest Day, which is, of course, a Grasshopper game. That game is pretty short, from what I understand. But we'll see. After one massive game, I want, obviously, something, like, shorter. Speedruns? Well, of course. As in, of course, that's obligatory. It's a short game. Okay, so you might be wondering why I did that. It's because Julia actually scales depending on how short or how much you shoot her, how much you shoot her. It's not necessarily, as far as I can remember, not necessarily like she shifts based on the character. I think it's more like she shifts based on how much you're shooting her. So if I were to just, just halt her with bullets, then she in turn should, but I guess we could test that now by just not shooting her too much. Okay, maybe she does scale. Oh, because she is. Because she is going on fire. I wasn't entirely sure. Like, based on the fact that she was already doing quite a few shots at the very beginning, makes me think maybe she does actually scale. Mainly because she's getting a lot of stuns. Let's not die here. Ha ha ha! She got 2 more hits. That's really funny. Literally 2 more hits.
Don't make me say it again.
I'm not even angry about that death. That's just funny.
Look, I'm a cleaner. I can feel no remorse when seeing a dead body. To me, it's merely cold, rotting flesh.
Also, I got the chance to show off some mashing, so there you go. Yeah, maybe she does actually scale. I was kind of unsure about that for a while. Like, in theory, I could just sit, obviously not on screen right now, but I could just sit as each character and see how much she shoots me. Oh, come on. Come on, a few more hits. Should be okay. You know, I should ask in the Discord. Anybody remember? Seriously, over 100 hits, that's absurd. Anybody remember if she scales to character or if she scales to hit? Okay, we good. Oh, we are more than good. See, fortunately, that death was funny. To me, at least, so. I do not mind that death. Especially because it was only 2 off. There's no way to predict that. No way I could have predicted that. guess in theory, if I just got lucky enough to keep stunning her, it's totally based on luck. Unless there is some way to manipulate it. You could try and get the hit count higher. Yeah, I have to double check. Maybe it does really scale on character. For a while I thought it didn't, or for a while I thought it did. Then I thought it kind of didn't. But there, it's because honestly, because I haven't fought Julia as anyone else besides like Kevin in a speed run. I haven't really fought her as any other character, so we'll have to double check that. And maybe someone, like I said, in the Discord could know. Oh, but I didn't mean to let go of the button. Okay. Touche indeed. I should be good here. I did tell myself, however, coming back to the solo character runs, if I don't like a run, I should just simply do it again and then post it on YouTube. Only the run that I like makes it to YouTube. You might think, oh, a death means I dislike it. No, no, that death was funny, so we're keeping it. Plus, I got, you know, to show off my mashing. If McCoy was here, they could tell you a funny story about one of our first interactions involving mashing and reviving a character. Okay, that was a deliberate hit because Poison Smiles are the worst on Killer 8. And Micro Smile, yellow one, is a full heal. 2, 4, don't do this. 5, 6, don't do this. 7 is acceptable. Oh, 8 is acceptable because it's Killer 8. Okay, fine. 8. New rule, 8 is acceptable only on Killer 8. Let me think. Let me think. In the interest of, I guess you could say, the routing solo character runs, I could just go to this floor, but at the same time, I'm thinking, because it doesn't matter, because I'm not like using a specific route to make sure my blood works. So, do I manage to stay alive? If only. We could all use more BGs. You know what? We're here. Let's just do it. In a speedrun, you would go up to floor 3, then to floor 2. Oh, not gonna lie, I didn't expect to actually get it. Dude, okay, is it me or am I just getting a lot of crits? I mean, it's totally based on luck because I'm not actually aiming. Okay, game. I'm not really aiming. I'm relying on lock-on, but I feel like I'm getting an inordinate amount of crits this run. But no, it's still Young Harman. You're still using like a Tommy gun. Like it's gonna happen, especially because of the massive recoil. It is gonna happen, so maybe it isn't a higher amount. It's a higher amount compared to other characters, but because of the gun we're using, we're more inclined to get it, if that makes sense. See, actually, when I mash, I actually slide my thumb across, I sort of, use my index finger and thumb, and I sort of slide my thumb across the face buttons for mashing like that. You know what? Let's be smart. Actually, let me show you. How long will it take to kill the mother smile? The red core. I'm gonna run into it, but how long does it take? Well, that long. Thankfully, this isn't JP Killer 8, otherwise that mother smile probably would have taken like a full minute to kill. Welcome, everyday boy. Touche indeed. Young Harman is, you know, he's young and spry. He can jump down here. Also, in early trailers, albeit trailers that looked, maybe not even early trailers, just trailers that looked pretty close to completion. You could see at one point a character shooting the gasoline tanks here. I think maybe it was actually on the 4th floor, but same idea. And they exploded, which is obviously an interaction they did not use in the final game. Yeah, I don't think it's even early trailers. I think it was a pretty complete looking trailer. Like, it looked like Killer7. If you look at the earliest trailers of Killer7, you have to squint to see that they actually look like Killer7. Yeah, it is kind of weird, but it's something that, after thinking about it, I think kind of makes sense insofar as the rest of the design of the game. Because when you look at it, there aren't really a lot of things you can interact with that aren't mandatory, or at least have some function. Especially when it comes to, you know, gameplay stuff. Like interacting with other characters, like other enemies, stuff like that. In fact, Sunset 2, this chapter, has one of the few exceptions that weirds everybody out, in that you can shoot the vases in the Kurashi and Akiba fight. But that's such a rare exception, though, so... well, it's kind of weird at first glance. Oh, there you go. You learned something. You didn't know that? Oh, well, I always show it off, and I will show it off in the next however long it takes to get there. But yeah, for the most part, you can't actually interact too much with anything that isn't, like, mandatory or at least functional in some way. Like, it has a purpose, like, say, a puzzle or resetting a puzzle. Talking to a character who gives you a hint or story information. So it wouldn't... in that regard, it wouldn't surprise me if they remove that to, you know, remove extraneous elements. To keep the game as streamlined as possible. There we go. Oh, there we go again. Oh, you know what? I could have hit them because there's a yellow micro up here. You can live until you die. Oh. Oh right. Wait, what hit me? Right, there's another running enemy. Oh well. I'm so used to being Kevin here. I forgot that there's another enemy that comes right behind you. Well, it's a good thing I didn't take that hit then. Okay. I still would have laughed. That still would have been a funny death in my mind. So the respawn... okay, run past... okay, you can't run past him when he's there. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Take 2... I want to make sure I at least had some health, then I realized my mistake after. Waiting for you to get close to me. I don't want to... I shared this in the last stream. This is something that does not happen in pretty much any other room that I can think of, besides like one exception with a flower smile showing up in Angel. But in order to get Phantom Smiles to spawn in this floor, in this chapter, you have to kill a specific poison smile in the room. Either let it explode on you, or kill it. Oh, right. Sorry, habits. Anyway, the reason why they let Phantom Smile, they make Phantom Smile spawn there, is because the game is generally nice about giving you blood, or enemies that give you blood for puzzles, and like they give you the camellias for puzzles explicitly. But poison smiles can't give you blood. So after you take care of the poisons and reset the room, they trigger Phantom Smiles showing up. But only a specific poison smile in that room. It's very weird. Anyway. I don't mind though, because it means we can actually we could actually beat the room, which is exactly why they did that. So I'm proving their point. Hello, Rennie the Pirate, welcome. Toupee. You say. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of weird, but it makes sense once you realize the logic. It is weird to me that they don't do that anywhere else, though, but I guess the way every other room is laid out, because you could say the poison smiles are the, you know, enemy of the chapter. Okay, alas, we cannot break down walls with power bullets, so we need a power of grenades. But we at least can use bullets for this part. This is actually something that just shocked me when I first played, or when I first watched. It was like it was an incomplete speedrun. I think it was the incomplete speedrun. It was on SDA, where they showed, where the runner showed, you know, that where you just use a bullet. You don't actually need to use mask to take care of Jean de Paul. You can do it with any bullet, any character. Yo, try go. By the way, welcome. It's been pretty good. I died at Julia because she shoots quite a bit when you're Young Harman, and I'm still not 100% sure if it's directly scaling based on him or if it's just by the fact that I'm shooting more, so I have to double check that. But that death was funny because she only won by like 2 points. That took long enough. I need to kill at least one of them. This is looking bad, and we're gonna run. I got a dodge! Okay, game. I still want to kill this guy, though. There we go. I barely got that. That was great. That is something I need to double check, though. How she properly scales. You can, in fact, shoot that micro from the door. Alright. I don't think this will be hard, like I said. I think it'll be more annoying. He does have perfect waver. behold, you can shoot the pedals. I had that, and I doubted myself. I should have shot the tie first. There we go. See? I like shooting it at the end though, but you can tell the reticle was sort of locking onto it. Oh, dummy, you do that first. I was thinking of I was reminded of the fact that it's technically faster to use Young Harman in a speedrun, Killer 8 speedrun, but it's just... It is quite a bit harder. And if you miss enough times... What? Okay, I missed that, but... That was a really good fight. Okay, never mind. Or maybe not never mind, but... Maybe we have to look at fighting Kurahashi and Akiba as Young Harman again. It might be possible to do that in a run. Maybe. That wasn't that hard. Kurahashi, the second guy, he is much more annoying to kill. Akiba isn't too bad because his weak spot is a little easier to see. They like point more of his face, his brain. You know what I mean? I'm thinking this might, you could say it's maybe, the phrase is RTA viable. But, RTA viable does not mean it's the most reliable thing in the world. That you want to do it. We'll see though, I don't plan on coming back to true Killer 8 speedrunning for a while, so I'll just leave it as a thought in the air. I have fought Kurahashi and Akiba with every character on Killer 8.
How long?
It's something I've done. It wasn't easy. I could probably do it better now. That was an old video I made. It's on YouTube. Mask may have been the most annoying one. In fact, I maybe not even need to qualify it that way. I think I can pretty confidently say that fighting Kurahashi and Akiba with Mask is the worst. You have to reload after every shot. For a fight like that's not a good time. I will get the stamina ring here. It won't allow Young Harman to take another hit. Enemies deal too much damage on Killer 8 for that to be possible. But it will soften the difficulty of the Ayame fights. Which I really, really want for the Ayame one fight or so. Just because that fight I'm most worried about. Okay, we cannot use power, gun, or stylish suit. Move this. This will mess up my menuing because I'm so used to not having stamina ring, obviously. And you know what? Because we never get to see this conversation at all in a speedrun, it's actually my favorite Susie conversation. Also, let me kill you first. I probably won't get the Salmon Ring for any of the other solo character runs. Maybe, maybe not. Wait. The respawn rate here is so high. Here you go. Here's my favorite Susie conversation. They actually censored that scene. Of all scenes. In the Japanese PS2 version, which is the only one with any censorship. Well, I made a video on that as well. They cut out, like, the sections with the bleeping, which is, I guess, kind of funny, because technically the bleeping is a form of censorship in and of itself. What can you do? You know what? I'm gonna kill you. You've lived for too long. You've died on your own terms. Too long. Okay, this is gonna be really awkward, but I kind of want to do this, so we're doing it. I'm gonna do this room, as I usually do. But I'm gonna do so as Young Harman, which is, it's redundant because I have to turn back into Coyote for yet another apartment. But I really want to do this room as Young Harman, so we're doing it as Young Harman. Okay, that was less elegant than I thought, but I actually managed an HP kill on an enemy. Which I think is almost impressive in and of itself. I still had fun, but that was just less elegant. Okay, I'll stay as Coyote for a little longer to avoid this problem, though. The redundant changing. Don't forget their... Don't forget there are enemies in the room. Too bad if I died. Didn't I say that? The stamina ring would mess up, like, my flow when it comes to weapon swap, or ring swapping. Didn't I call it? Okay. Again, we're remaining Coyote just to avoid redundancy here. Otherwise, if I turned into Young Harman, I just have to turn right back like 10 seconds just to kill what? 2 enemies? 3 enemies? Oh! Never mind. That was a redundant change anyway, because we have to turn into Kaede. That's really funny. Not gonna lie. Avoid redundancy, he says. Does something redundant anyway.
I'm a ghost.
Okay, I actually do have to turn into Coyote right after this. But there's a point to this. There's a point to this. Because I need to tank the duplicator. Also, Pig Doll. I just realized his waiver isn't perfect. It's just close to perfect. I can see the figure 8. Right? It's not just me? Is his waiver moving, or is it just me? No, his waiver's moving. Have I been lying this whole time? I guess his waiver is close to perfect. Huh. Guess I've been lying. I've been lying to myself. You can see the waiver. Did they change? Or unless that's a... Is that a rare PC difference in that regard? That wouldn't... Well, I guess that there's no reason why that couldn't make sense. Yeah, you can see the aim drifting. Huh. Well, I'm learning. Yeah, not everyone can be Kevin. But we're learning. Have to do that. Oh, I don't have to do that. Realize I can use the rubble here as a sort of cue. So I can run past this, that leaves a screen. And we're learning many things. Yeah, because if I just aim right here, at the center, like right where the edge is here, it's moving. So his waiver isn't perfect, it's just near perfect. I don't think that would be a version difference, but I'm kind of tempted on booting up the GameCube version just to be sure. Huh. I feel to make it past. So I did. Actually, I wonder if mouse. I switched to mouse control. Is the waiver perfect there? Okay, no. Waiver isn't quite perfect. It's very low waiver. Or at least it feels low, or maybe I'm just used to it. Because if you just sit there as Kevin, it's just dead on. Right? It should be dead on. He doesn't have a waiver stat. Yeah, we're doing this. Gonna bait them out. Ooh, that can hit me? Did not hit me. Killing well, yes, killing brokens is the worst. Killing giants is pretty terrible as well. Seriously, my whole life has been shattered. His waiver isn't actually perfect. You can see the figure 8 in the air. Has it always been a lie? 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 5. 6. 7. Still 7. 8. 9. 10. Oh, yeah. I was worried that it looked like that smile was gonna get getting really close to me. Okay, what do we do here? Well, obviously we shoot everything. Besides that, would we shoot? I'm a little trigger happy. Got some havoc here. There we go. Wow, smooth. I don't remember if I can run past everyone here. Okay. Okay. Works for me. Later, guys. This one... Oh, nope, we're still good. This guy, he's right in the way. You can't avoid him. You have to either wait for him to die through his own means, or you kill him. Oh! We killed him! Alright then. When's the last time I managed to get a kill on that? Okay, I could die. Okay, I could have made that. I hesitated. I could have made that and I hesitated. Tailing outside? Oh. Man. That's something else. Almeida should be easy. This should be the same, though. Even extra time. Barely. Just because of how slow he runs. Pretty easy, though.
The name's Andre Almeida.
Not bad. So this chapter has one of the two things I'm worried about. Or at least most worried about. Ayame 1. The second thing that I'm most worried about is Ayame 2.
Garcian. How long?
Okay, here's where we have to get creative with routing. Okay, I have to, to remain... Okay. Yeah, there's no way of getting out of this room without having to use mask in some way. I'm tempted to put a respawn point here. I'm trying to think, because this is going to be annoying. Oh, we're dead. It might not be possible to do this room. Without switching to somebody else. Yeah, this isn't the one with the duplicator, so there's no... let me think. I'm doing this. Wait, I have an idea. No, doesn't work that way. I think we have to be masked for a bit. We have to be other characters for a bit, yeah. When it comes to solo character runs, this part is pretty hard to do with... if not impossible to do with most characters. You straight up really can't do much of this with Garcian, for instance. In fact, most of Encounter 2 you can't really do with Garcian. Or sorry, Encounter 1 you can't really do with Garcian. Because there are a lot of gates that, I think... well, you can do some killing here. There are a lot of gates, so to speak, that require, other characters that you can't pass by with Garcian. Dang, I'm still kind of in awe. Like, wow, I've been lying to myself for all this time. Young Harman. Oh, wrong character. I hit the wrong one. Young Harman's waiver is not perfect. It's better though. Like if you look at Coyote's waiver here, that's pretty pronounced. Yeah, I think I have to remain, Dang. I think I have to remain other characters for a bit. I guess I should have gotten the upgrade as Ask first. That would have been the better call, I think. But what can you do? Oops.
Dangerous.
We'll just do this the speedrun way. Chance I could die. Dude, I cannot get my rings right. That was a total mind blank on my part. I will blame the stamina ring. Even if that had nothing to do with selecting the wrong ring.
Dangerous.
I still need mask for something, so I'm not going to turn into Young Harman quite yet, just to kill, what, 2-3 enemies? Like I said, here have to be pragmatic. Frankly, for my sake, I don't want to do super annoying routing, like turn into a character for 10 seconds just to kill off 2 enemies. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, what does it say when you're another character and you try to open his chest? I don't remember. Requires a main event star. Well, aren't we the main event? This is the Young Harman-only Run. We're the main event of this playthrough. How many people have seen that text box? We will have to turn the mask back into mask soon, but I want to try something. I really don't know how much faster that is, but I'm so used to it, I'm just going to do it. Can I do it? Can he do it? No. I really want to see if I could make my way past him. At the very least. But no, he's just... Combined with killing the backside there, you can't make it. Oh well. We do have it turned into mass, like I said. We need to do so for this. But I wanted to see if I can make it out of that one room. And we have to remain masked for a little longer. Actually, no, we don't. Because I'm just going to do the speedrun strat. Oh, wait. That's not good. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I can't believe this is gonna work. Look at this. On Killer 8, with the stamina ring, mask can in fact tank a hit. I didn't think that would come in handy. There you go. I'm gonna be careful here, though. I'm gonna get your attention. Oh, now if I could just aim. See, because they're at an angle, all of my hits aren't quite connecting correctly. But there you have it. That's something I remember. I made a clip, and I'm thinking of that clip right now. But I made a clip. We're just gonna turn into con here. Made a clip ages ago where I put in all caps showing that on Killer 8, Mask can take a hit. Only with the stamina ring. I'm gonna stay as Khan here because I need to break something as Mask anyway, so avoiding redundant changes. Yeah, so enemies on Killer 8 do 280 damage without the stamina ring. Mask has 250 health, but with the stamina ring, I believe it lowers enemies to like 210, if I understand the math and how the stamina ring works. It lowers the amount of damage something does by 25%. Which is enough for Mask to live. Okay, okay. And here's something. If you watch my solo character runs, you'll know what's about to happen. We actually have to do the full Swiss cheese game here. I hope you're ready for this. That's me being bad. Realized too late that he is a phantom smile. You can shoot them from behind as well. Oh, dude, what's my aim right now? This is the last time I did this without Mask. I genuinely don't remember. Oh, that was silly. Thank goodness we can use Mask for this. Oh, that's right, I turned around. Can I get a critical hit? Did not get a critical hit. I don't want to walk into the cutscene, so I'm just gonna wait here. Oh. That took you quite a while. Yeah, he doesn't have perfect waiver. That would explain a lot of things. It's simply very good waiver. No way. Did I actually get it? Wait, don't adjust your sets quite yet, folks. Oh, that's wonderful. I can't believe I got that. It had to be of all characters. Young Harman, where I get that. That's incredible. I love it. I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Like, instinctively, I was gonna press the buttons anyway, like I always press. You know, dodge roll there. But we aim for that in speedruns and very rarely get it, so... It happens, mind you. I've gotten it in a run before. But of course, I get it during the solo character run. On Killer 8. Indeed, welcome, Desclaim Tenji. We did get it. It's a Killer 8 waiver, how you... Yeah, it feels like... Maybe that's it. It's just that good. It's definitely not pronounced. That's why. They don't give you that much waiver. They give you enough, but also you have absurd recoil because you have a Tommy gun. So that also balances it out. This is technically one big room. We're part of the room already. I was meant to check if there were enemies here. They're not. That makes sense, though. Like, I'm not seeing their silhouettes, even with the scan, which they would normally, or at least oftentimes show. Okay, walk up the stairs, enemy will disappear. And he disappeared, yep. There are a few spots where enemies can go upstairs, but at least in this part, in this plaza, enemies cannot show up on the stairs. Wait, I'm not far enough. Where am I? Pretty sure enemies can spawn. It's harder to show. I could probably show this better off whenever I get to the Killer7 run. Oh, you see? You can see there's an enemy over there. Okay, I don't want to get hit. I'll show this off whenever we get to Killer7. That could be weeks from now, that could be months from now. We shall see. Well, literally, we shall see. You can see the silhouette over there, I hope you at least saw that. Yeah, instant enters don't work because we're not gone. The camera is that much different, and we're not fast enough, frankly. What's my... Okay, we have 5 vials? Oh, I should have stopped there. I could have gone his backside. Wait. Make this? I did, barely. Maybe I could have made the other ones. No, I don't think I could have because the protector is pretty slow. That would be interesting to test. Insofar as just for the sake of knowledge. Knowledge for knowledge's sake. This isn't a speed run. I don't think we'll ever do real solo character run speed runs, because ultimately it's you basically have to just make a lot of calls and improvise along the way. Like, I'm sure that I made a lot of different choices now than I did for my run, for my Young Harman run, literally 8 years ago. We're just gonna swap to this now. We're getting to my most feared part of the run. Yeah, you know what it is. The Mithril. No, it's not. It's Ayame 1. My most feared part. Because I failed miserably. Miserably. In my GameCube solo character run. So miserably, man. The point where I had to make a, a makeup video for it. I had to record a video of me actually fighting. Successfully fighting Ayame 1 as Young Harman. Because I could not kill her in the run. Okay, I want to show you all something, and I'm also want to see how long it takes. You can actually knock off the armor of a Mithril Smile. It takes a lot of shots, but we have a lot of bullets. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually worried I was gonna die there, because he took a lot of bullets. The armor took fewer bullets than I thought it would. The enemy itself, way more bullets than I thought it would. Just in case, I'm gonna do this. Here, I'm gonna use the bathroom first. And then I'm not gonna go to the break screen. Quick break, just 2 minutes. Here, talk to Travis. You know what? I'm gonna be actually a little smarter about this. I have 4 vials. I want to get another vial, and then I'm gonna make a save. Spawn, please. I guess the spawns do get weird at this point. Oh, really weird? Huh. I very rarely visit the plaza after. After the mini-boss. This seems a little silly, but I've got an angle here. I wonder with better angles if I could if you could make it with any character. That should give me 5. Yes, I think one vial can make a difference. Then I take a wrong exit deliberately. That resets me. Here. Okay, yeah, the spawns are back. That enemy just disappeared. For a second, I wondered, did I actually remember to unmute myself? Thankfully, I did. We're gonna save. Honestly, if I die here, though, I think I might just... I'll finish this run, but I would consider just attempting the Young Harman run on another day. Again. And where do we go? Where do we save? Number 5, why not? Alright. This is what I was most worried about. By far. By far. And we'll even watch the cutscene here. So I can take a sip of water. Scanning's redundant. There's no point in scanning there. It's nice. Aim isn't bad now. I'd go as far as to say this is good aim. Okay, that wasn't good aim. That was. Gonna reload. We weren't close to the bullets, the low bullets, but... did I come up with like a position thing? I can't remember if I like changed my position. I didn't look up this part of the run because I was, well... I didn't really want to revisit this section in my run. It was a bad time. Oh, she is fast. She's zooming. If I don't get here, I'll reload. Or the game will reload for me. I think I'll change my position. I think it might be better from this angle to get her. Got her. I have 5 vials to heal and the stamina ring. Oh, dude, she is. Okay, I was worried. This is going okay. I don't know how many hits it takes to kill her, though. But the fact that she is moving so fast makes me think that we only have a couple shots left. We're at max health now. Come on, come on, come on. Please, game, please. Thank you. Yes, yes. Yes. Not yes. Come on, come on, come on, please. Please. I beg you, game. Okay, she's not dead yet. We have the stamina ring, that helps. This might be a GG. Oh well. That's why we made a save. And I made the right call.
Don't make me say it again.
We try again. She is. It's so tough. You know what? I think inevitably this is going to be a hard fight. No matter what. Like, I'm going to have to reset even if I try this run again. So I think I should just... So long as I kill her, we're good. Oh, nice. Hello? Worst start, but I think maybe I should move a little further. Actually, the angle here is actually messing me up a little. Or not. Well, it's messing me up insofar it's just a different angle than what I'm used to. I think it's better with a bullet spray at times. Oh, she's fast. My bullets are too, though. I saw that. She might kill me again. One more hit and I restart. I don't reset. I heal. Okay. We're out of blood. Oh, 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 oh. Come on. Probably not go fully around. Help. There's a very strong chance we'll be stuck here for a while. Honestly, I want to kill her, darn it. I want to get revenge. We're out of blood, though. That doesn't help. We'd have more blood on JP Killer 8, but the catch that she'd take much longer. Much longer. Ages longer. Where I think she'd be borderline impossible. Yes, yes. Come on, come on, come on. Please, please. Please. Nope. Rip.
Don't make me say it again.
Ayame 2 will thankfully be easier. I made the right call in getting more blood. Had a worse start, I think better towards the end. In that second try there. Oh, come on. Let me see what this position looks like. I'm gonna keep trying different positions. Could try and run with her. That'd be something. Even when she's close to me, it's so hard. She's so fast. Can hit me? I wish you could just do a ton of damage. Like, you stun her and she's like vulnerable for a few seconds and you just wail on her. I'm thinking, yeah, a little further back helps. It helps me. It might be more psychological. Oh, or it could be a real deal. Oh. Was that 3 hits in a row? Have I ever done that with any character? Feel like this is a good fight so far. But I thought the same thing about the first fight. I thought the second fight was getting good. Thankfully, the music is top-notch. Sweet Blue Flag is the name of this track. I might say it's one of my favorites, but I could say that about most pieces of music in this game. Soundtrack is that good. I'm trying a little less bullet spray now, maybe that'll help. Being a little more careful. I'll wait for a couple more hits. She hits me a couple more times. I don't want to make sure I don't want to die before I have the chance to heal. That was a good time to do that. Good. The lampposts help a lot for positioning. For me, at least. And then to put my cursor on. Oh! Not even angry, not even angry. Third try, all things considered, is amazing. I didn't want to get myself too discouraged. I was starting to feel the despair. But then, you know, I had to remember, you gotta have hope. I learned that from a video game series, you know which one. Anyway. Oh, I need a... Well, I'm not gonna take a break. I'll take a break maybe after encounter 2. But I need a drink, and by a drink, I mean my water bottle. Okay, that automatically better than my GameCube run because I could not actually beat her in my GameCube run 8 years ago. Anyway, yes, welcome, Let Loose Creature. You came at the right time, the successful attempt. And we got a yeehaw! See, everything is turning out well today. That was the third try, though. That was the third try. It was very challenging. I've done a lot of things with this game. And that's... when you know something in anything Killer7 could make me nervous, is that big a deal? Like, it's that big a deal. That's what I'm saying here. If it makes me nervous, then you know it's a big deal. I played this game so much in different ways. That even on Killer 8 with Young Harman, I'm still just sweating bullets. I am still going into that fight nervous. But I did it. I'm good. I think I have to tell myself, remind myself that it is Killer 8. It is Ayame 1. Dying is inevitable. Unless you're super lucky. So third try, I'll take that. I kind of want to count the bullets, though. Thinking, do I want to kill you? I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to get the power ring. Chat, unless you really want me to get the power ring, I'm not going to get the power ring. Any instance where I would, in theory, want the power ring, I'd want the stamina ring instead. Like, hey, Ayame. The power ring increases your attack by 10 to 12%. Shoutouts to Big Man Japan for getting that number. Which sounds like a decent chunk, but in practice, it doesn't really matter too much. Like, it doesn't really make that much of a difference for years until Big Man Japan got the numbers. I swore, like, I swore it was broken. Like, I could not perceive the difference. Like, I think when... It's been a while since I've done any testing, but I'm pretty sure Demon Gun Dan kills enemies with the same amount of bullets. In practice, it doesn't really help you. Yeah, see, for Ayame, I'd want the stamina ring, honestly. You know what? Maybe for Kevin, we'll get the power ring. Not necessarily because Kevin needs it the most, but because we use a puzzle of his. Or rather, a puzzle requires his ability, so maybe we could use Kevin? Or, you know, do it for Kevin? Like, there's whoops. Forgot. There's a conversation with Coyote up the chimney here, which I genuinely didn't know about for years. It doesn't show up on the map in Killer 8. You hear the puzzle sound? That's because you can actually jump up here with Coyote. Genuinely did not know that for years. It's on the normal map, but who checks the map? Oh, hey dude, you want to run? You were looking a little heavy there. Also, their animation. He's still walking like he has the armor on. You can even hear the, you know, the clunky armor sounds. I know, we're gonna turn into Kevin now because I need to use his ability anyway. Otherwise, I would be turning into Young Harman for literally barely a room. Oh, you did? Oh. Perhaps I am projecting my own opinions. My own experiences. Or it could also just be a speedrun thing, like speedrunners. We don't check the map for this game. We don't need the map for this game. You don't need to look at the map to beat the game, in theory. But just on a personal level, before I started speedrunning, when I was a wee lad, a teenager, of 14? However old I was, I played this game. I'm pretty sure I rarely ever checked the map. But that was teenage me, and no. Teenage me was not the smartest guy. But then, whose teenage self is that smart? So, like, I'm not beating myself up as like, you know, you're a teenager, you're a kid. How smart can a kid be? But I rarely ever check the map. These days, I don't really need it because I know what's on the map pretty well as is. I've explored enough of the game. I've visited every room several times. I've recorded every room. Every Remnant Psyche, at least. For good measure, I'm going to enter this Harman room. I'm not gonna save. I'm not gonna save. Oh, I should have waited to turn into mask. Well, that's fine. I have to take care of these enemies. It's whatever. Wait, no, I can just enter the... Yeah, I can just enter this room. Ayame 2, I am not really as worried. I won't lie and say I'm not worried. I'm worried. It's Ayame. It's somebody not Matt's. But I'm at least setting up the checkpoint in case I do die. Because you could say this fight is more arcade style. You know, it's just an arcade game, you're just going, you know, left and right. Ayame 1, sweating bullets. Here I'm like, you know, sweating just a little, not a lot. Here, watch this cutscene while I take another sip of water, because I need it.
腐った吐きだめに降り立ち純情可憐な花一輪豚の群れを殺めてくれよヘッドマスターニートガールあやめブラックバーンサバイブ
You still have the stamina ring. I do not still have the stamina ring, because I used it for puzzles. I might over-reload, so to speak. I do that a lot as Garcian, when I fight her as Garcian. But yes, I fought her as Garcian. But that's because, well, it's Garcian. He can't shoot that many bullets, and his bullets aren't that strong. He has a pea shooter. Maybe it was just for unknown. For the specific flavor they were going. I mean, she is an anime character, come to life. Well, not really come to life, you know what I mean. That may have been the point. Like, earlier builds, she was... What did you, like, explicitly like Sailor Moon? She just basically a blatant Sailor Moon copy. I think, yeah, for the sake of just getting the anime style. Yeah, her as an anime character, so to speak. Her speaking in Japanese makes the most sense. Because the game never had a Japanese dub, so... It was a deliberate choice to have her speak Japanese. Although it would be funny if they made a Japanese dub and they had her speak English in that one. Or they made her use a voice actor from like a cartoon. You see, I think it goes to show, like, I'm casually talking during this fight much more freely than I was during the other fight. I really wonder if, what, someone in Capcom got the idea, like, hey, this game needs a Japanese dub, and they commissioned one, and Suda may or may not be involved with it. No More Heroes 1 has a JP dub, but it's on a version that very few people own and should own. No More Heroes 2 does not have a JP dub. At most, you get like a special trailer on the Hoppers edition that showcases like some of the characters and some parts of the game. Although the voice actors do keep consistency with it. Like Travis's voice actor, they keep him consistent. Even in that trailer, they keep him consistent. In No More Heroes 3, they commissioned a JP dub and patched it in after the game had already released. But I really doubt, though. I feel like if someone were to commission... If they would have commissioned a JP dub by now, if they were to commission one, they would have done so by now. Oh, I didn't even have to heal. She's invincible while she's reloading here. Yeah. Dare I say that was kind of easy? I'm just straight up talking during that entire fight. Honestly, I was kind of thinking, like, okay, how much longer is this fight? It's like, okay, I've done a lot of damage, but then it's still Killer 8. Yeah. I didn't realize that until a couple of years into speedrunning. It's, you could say it's old hat now for the speedrunners. I discovered it in 20... I want to say 2016. It might be 2018, but the point being is that it was something we've known for a while. But she is invincible right at the end there. Which, when you think about it, makes sense. They want her to have a last stand. It's her last phase. You don't want to kill her. And it's a sneaky way of making the fight seem more difficult without it actually being more difficult. Because the player is naturally gonna shoot for dear life, literally. What's with the rings? I cannot get my rings straight today. Keep forgetting the rings. I switched to the wrong rings. Alas. Actually, what does it say? Okay. Science. Not really science, but what does it say? Or does it just give the generic? Okay. It'd be funny if it said something. If there was like some sort of message. What is this? What is the shape of this? Okay, the way it looked like there was an overhang thing, but like it was a weird, like almost like a. I was thinking like a text box, but the shadow, no, it's just a box shape. Okay, anyway. I was wondering if it said something, but no, it's just that sound effect. Alas, we cannot fight Curtis. Oh, nice aim. We can't fight Curtis with Young Harman here, but well, that'll be good. It's getting the killing out of the system, I'd say. Yeah, I think I need a break. I'll take the break after the Curtis fight. Oh, glad to hear. Glad I could help you. I'm here for it. Yeah, oh yeah, broken. They're the worst. It's almost like they're broken. I kid you not. I believe I clipped it. The first time I've ever gotten an actual critical kill on the Broken Smiles. The game tells you they have a weak spot, but the way they move, you're pretty much never going to get it. And the first time I ever got a legit crit shot on them, not using emulator, not using save states, not using free look, was earlier this year. To my memory. Maybe I got it years ago as a kid and don't remember it, but kid as in teenager, not kid as in like playing this game at 7 years old. Or maybe I was in my early 20s and I forgot, but... The first time I can remember getting a legit crit kill on the Brokens was literally earlier this year. But is there a picture frame for like videos? I mean, I think that wouldn't be hard. It would be effectively just be a frame. It's a screen or something. Get a Raspberry Pi and do it that way or something. All right, we can't enter. It's scanning his hat. That's really funny. Like just you know, he just open your, look up, dude. Anyway. I suppose the implication is meant to be more that only Curtis, or only Dan, Curtis's nemesis, can enter. But in practice, it'd be funny if it's like he just did it based on the height. And their posture. Like Dan's posture and height are perfect enough to enter this room. Nothing else matters. Someone just tall enough, the right posture could enter. I do like that they show you the person being scanned. 1. 2. 3. What is his face? Hey, Young Harman is stylish though. Shouldn't that be enough? He's pretty stylish. He's wearing a hat. Oh, I deserve that. I deserve that. The numbers don't matter anymore because he hit me, so I want to see the seed changes. Maybe not changes, but I think it's less reliable. I remember testing it a while ago. Maybe I was on emulator, but I got like really good luck after getting hit or something. And I realized, wait a minute, because he already hit me, maybe things are different. I'm kind of just loose, just thinking out loud here. Okay, game was done. Yeah, I totally jumped the gun there. Although, that can happen. I tend to be a little bit worried. Maybe not that I'm gonna die, but that I'm gonna miss. Or shoot too fast. Or, I guess, too slow, for that matter. Because on Killer 8, Curtis, like, the timing here is very narrow. Years of practice later means it's not as bad for me, but I am, you know, like pressing the button for dear life. Like, it might not sound like it, because it's really not that hard, but the timing is pretty narrow, and that was a case where I absolutely jumped the gun. I don't know, I think Dan, he might be the most well-dressed. If only because, I think, because his shirt, color of his shirt and his tie change. Oh, it could have been 51. I think the way they change is like, no, it's very stylish. He's a consummate professional. And unfortunately, Mask's sense of style gets worse as the game goes on. Alright, I'm gonna do the full run in one sitting, but I do want a break right now. It's been 2.5 hours. And for those who are watching the VOD on YouTube, this will be, what, 10 seconds? But for those here in the Twitch chat now, I'm gonna take the usual 10-minute break. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. Did not press the button. So I will be back in the usual 10 minutes. Alright. We're past the tough stuff now. Although I say that as we're going into Alter Ego, so maybe it will be a little tough, but I'm not too worried. I was really most worried about Encounter. Because the routing for that, if you can call it routing, is just a little fiddly. Because it's really so dependent on... Thank you, by the way. It's really so dependent on switching between characters that you can only fit in so much of a single character. And then both Ayame fights, albeit Ayame 2 was a drop in the bucket compared to Ayame 1, but we killed her. Happy about that. Let's jump right back in here. Actually, one good thing, though, about Young Harman only is that You always have it. You start off with him. Oh, sorry, got a few frame drops there. Should be okay, though. You don't always start off with every character. In fact, most chapters you don't start off with every character. The game will only give you the characters you need to beat the chapter. To beat the specific chapter you're in. It will always give you the characters you need to do the mandatory puzzles. Arguably, you could say that Sunset 2, you need Kaede to beat Kurahachi and Akiba, but you don't really need her. You can kill her with you can kill them with anybody. It's just Kaede is the natural fit because she has the darn sniper rifle. Ooh, we're getting a little framing. Anyway, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Thankfully, we always have Young Harman in Killer 8. In the other solo character runs I had to do years ago, in that round of solo character runs, sometimes had to wait a bit till I got the character I needed, which was not very fun in that regard, but only do so much. Bad. Yeah, Garcian only is very tricky for that reason, too. You straight up cannot do much of an encounter with Garcian. It's pretty much impossible. He's blocked off at numerous spots. More so than any other chapter, at least. Even without Akon, we can still do the same exact route here. I believe it was Simna who found out this route. That's Simna. You walk in a bit, you walk back. Hopefully don't get hit. This creates for the fastest route. Since then, not really, but I think that run was, you know, such a good cap-off. I'm like, I'm not sure what else there was to do with that. I am of course planning on doing an old Harman run on PC. There is a cheat table for it. Big Man Japan. Did make it. I've been around the block so long, like oh, I must have triggered him, like, further back. I've been around the block so much, it's just... done a lot of stuff already, that's kind of just the virtue of it. I've done so much stuff in this game. Much of it many years ago. Yeah, this is... Yeah, this is... It's alter ego, and it's really easy right now because... You're just using the crutch character. Nothing too difficult here. We're not, you know, a character that will die in one hit, which is... Whoops. I was too close. Laser smiles will not shoot unless you scam them. I didn't judge my position right there because I'm used to con there, and the movement speed is throwing me off. Actually, let's reload. I maybe could have ran past them. Oh. No, I didn't mean to do that. I was supposed to do that, but I was thinking of, oh, I gotta go to the door, and like, oh wait, it was art. That's right. That just worked out. Sometimes I can feel my muscle memories tugging against me or not really helping. Hey, can you die? Thank you. I'm gonna reload while I have a chance. Don't trust you. It's either of you, really. Okay, well. Okay. Oh, now I get your weak spot. Okay. Let's see how it is. Can't kill the duplicator as Young Harman, obviously. Stamina ring, still messing with me. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Play fast enough? Did I get all the blood? I did! Oh, that was clean! Mmm! That's great. It's called Nest. One of my favorite instances where it's used, it's actually, it's embedded into another track, into another piece. During the, that scene in Sunset 1 with Fukushima. Piece there is a Soul on Ice. And Nest plays in the middle of it. It's fantastic. Oh, come on. It's gonna shoot you now. Piece of cake. I've always liked this picture here. Kind of want a duplicate for it. Like a real live version of it for myself. I hang it in, I don't know. If I ever get my own house, I put it in there, I put it maybe in the bathroom, and people are just disturbed, and I'm there thinking like, what? It's just a... I got it at a yard sale or something. I think you're right. I think it is called the Heroic Verse. You see all the Killer7 as... Oh, do you mean encounter? Or, sorry, alter ego 7 encounter? Like after the handsome men fight? You said encounter, but I think you meant alter ego. Yeah. No worries, I gotcha. Oh, I already did that. You know, I wonder how much it would cost. Presumably, I could just get the higher resolution texture there. That Iwazaru painting, and then just find a place to print it off for me in high quality. Hey, Chris. Alright, this room we usually run past as Khan, but we're not Khan. So we're just gonna go on a killing spree of... and try my best not to die. I'll use methodical. Lock on, you did me no favors, albeit I shouldn't have. Couldn't scan probably there. Okay, stop locking on, it's not helping you. Okay, now they're basically one in front of the other, so if they were to keep, you know, passing by each other, okay, yeah, I'm still gonna hit something. Oh, that's... Okay, that's just rude. For some reason I thought there was a third one, but then again, I always run past each one. Oh, maybe I'm thinking there's not a third one, but because of the respawn rate for that guy is so high, it feels like there's a third one. I'm not gonna heal, it doesn't matter because I'm not gonna get enough blood, and it won't matter. Yeah, you it's not the best thing you can... The best thing is literally just to avoid the confrontation at all. But yes, the bullet still works. I'm reminded, I don't remember the exact lines, but meet the NG, or TF2. Something like what, the solution is gun. And then when that doesn't work, I use more gun. And that applies here for at least that smile, the mother smile. There you got me. You got this. You know, I haven't played TF2 in 10, 15 years, and yet I still, every now and again, look up some videos of the game. Oh, it's a good thing I killed them because the lock-on. That's why you shouldn't always spam lock-on, for this exact reason. Oh, I lucked out there so much. I killed them before I had to reload, and since I didn't heal, I would have died. Okay. Okay. Lucked out there. Lucked out there. Yeah, this has possibly been the easiest chapter yet. Which is super ironic, because it's probably the hardest chapter in the speedrun. And we're on Killer 8, but just the way Alter Ego works out, you really can just brute force it. But the catch is that in a speedrun, you can't brute force it. You have to use a character, you can't take that many hits. And do some pretty tricky stuff. But here, you just pull it. Okay, here's the not duplicator that looks weirdly like a woman. It looks like her leg. I think it's mainly just these branches. They look like legs. This looks like an arm. Like, it looks very humanoid, which I assume is intentional. But this straight up always looked like a person to me. Even if this angle doesn't actually show that. But it absolutely looks like a person to me here. Oh, maybe... I feel like Big Man Japan once said... what was it? Like, there was something in the files about the file name? I could be... They delivered so much information, I could be just mixing things up. Anyway. Alas, you can't. Bullet can't work there, you have to be damned. You know what's interesting, and this is a bit we came up with a couple of years ago. Like in Encounter 2, when you're outside to get that first soul shell, there's like this statue that's like a core inside that you need to use Dan's collateral shot. There's a lot like a fleshy mass, so some of us were thinking like, oh, maybe that's how duplicators were made. Or like a duplicator is trying to form there, because it kind of looks like it does, if you know what I'm talking about. It has a core already.
First matchup.
It's a statue, and yet there's already flesh around it. It kind of looked like a duplicator was forming. And alas, there's no one for young Harman to fight. Only old Harman gets to fight that.
Con Smith versus Handsome White Pearl.
Here's the thing, though. Young Harman was too handsome for the handsome men.
Our third matchup is Coyote Smith versus Handsome Gold.
Perhaps he is the real handsome man here.
You're fucked. Fourth matchup, Coyote Smith versus
I wonder if
Handsome
there's a way
White
to
Brown.
force other characters in this fight, but I'm not sure what that would really accomplish. Maybe there'd be something neat there, but the novelty is
Fifth
probably...
matchup, Kevin Smith versus
very fast.
Handsome Dead.
He probably didn't even write him to the story. Write him into the story.
Sixth matchup, Dan Smith versus Handsome Blue.
Smile 1, thinking ahead. Smile 1, we can do
Seventh matchup,
a good
Masked
bit as Young
Smith
Harman.
versus Handsome Purple.
Smile 2 is pretty short. There's a good bit of stuff we can do with Young Harman. And then by the time you beat Greg Nightmare, then functionally the solo character run ends and it just becomes a Garcian playthrough, so to speak. The last chapter and the epilogue. It's fine if you're playing Garcian only, but alas, there are a bunch of other characters you play as.
They know who's the strongest.
And the game makes sure you're Garcian. The credits. There's actually a camera on the top floor when you visit the Union Hotel for the last time. To guarantee you are Garcian there. They knew. They made sure that you were Garcian there. Not gonna lie, I'm actually having more fun with this than I thought. I think it helps that you show off a bunch of different things. You have to do, oh, couldn't be 51? Okay, 60. You can show off a bunch of different things, you have to use some different routes. The challenge is different because you're using characters you wouldn't ever use normally in certain spots. It's not bad at all. I will probably wait on the next solo character run, if only just based on how my schedule is working out. And even when I was doing them, like years ago, I wasn't quite doing them one after the other. Some of them I think I did, I'd have to check the dates, but... It wasn't like, you know, it's not like I sat down, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do all the solo character runs in a row. The goal is to finish this as fast as possible. It was more of just whenever I felt like. Who am I gonna do next? I don't know. I remember I did polls for the next one. Like when in the years ago, I would do polls for them, you know. For at least some of them, I can't remember all of them. This one, of course, I chose. It was partially pragmatic because I've been doing Killer 8 stuff anyway, so may as well. But I don't know, I might decide the same day. I might decide a week before I feel like doing the run. Hey, Edo, bye, Edo. I might do another poll. Maybe I'll do a poll in chat one day. Okay, so I do have to be someone else. Bit. I get A specifically. Oh. I assume that was Shenta. We'll see, we'll see. I think I probably will do some polls, but again, it depends on whenever I'm actually in the mood to do the next one. And just by virtue of how my schedule is working out for the rest of this month, probably will not do one. At least this month. Maybe not even next month. Maybe not even the rest of the year. We'll see, though. Okay, maybe the rest of the year is possible. At least one, maybe. Because I'm going to become a Let It Die streamer, as I often am, for the last month of the year. Like last month and a half. Oh dang, someone said no. Well, they're not wrong. Usually my mods do that. Well, part of the reason why is, well, obviously I'm streaming myself, so I mean, I'm not at my... I can't just type, you know, while in the middle of playing the game. And plus, if I'm speedrunning, obviously I can't do that. But you got me. Oh, oh, whoops. Wrong angle. We're actually gonna get a Young Harman scene, though. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. This is how I killed the laser earlier. Just scan the wall. Lasers will shoot once they're scanned. Can I make it out of here? Barely. In a speedrun, we don't do that for that specific laser. We just kill it because we have to go that way anyway. Easier just to kill. I'm also doing the regular order here, if only because it's so baked into me. It would just annoy me otherwise. Let me think. Should I say mask? I'm gonna stay mask. Because I have to do the duplicator anyway, so I'm just gonna stay mask. Rip. Oh, that's right, he's not upgraded. That's right, that's right. I was thinking, wait, why didn't that kill? I didn't upgrade him this time. Because I didn't fight Ayame as mask. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't make me say it again. I'm a clean.
That was gonna happen. Hey, it wasn't Young Harman. Because I did the floors ever so slightly differently, I didn't have enough blood.
Look, I'm a cleaner.
And because of that...
I feel no remorse when seeing a dead body.
Oh wait, let me get
To
better
me,
posture
it's
for this.
merely cold, rotting flesh.
And because I didn't have enough blood... I could do a level 5 shot. How are we doing this? And then I tried to let go, but I, as you could see, I was too late. I couldn't let go to switch to Young Harman in time. Well, have you done fan art of old Harman? How are we doing this? Snipe off parts, I think. That should be enough. But it's not enough. There we go. Okay, there we go. Here, I'm gonna just stay as Young Harman. I'm gonna make it easy for myself. And, you know, do a little more killing. Doing it the old-fashioned way.
They know who's the strongest.
And that even hit the flower smile behind me. Bad. It didn't kill the camellia, though, for reasons beyond my comprehension. Maybe the missile was blocked by this? I don't know. But you're gonna die anyway. Yeah. From here, I don't think I need any character abilities to beat the chapter. Alright, thanks for dropping by. This creature, I will see you later. Take care and thanks for the good luck. I do that sometimes where I forget that you need to actually do something because there are enemies right here. Yeah, from this point onward, we don't need any character abilities that I can think of. Sometimes locking on a little too much doesn't help you. Oh, hello. I'm not gonna risk it. I could have tried running past him. I could have maybe gotten a hit. A hit. The timer smile is maybe an issue, but... Can I make this? Oh! Oh, hello. Thank you. Should I enter the Harman room for... just in case I die? I'm gonna not. I'm gonna hope things go well. The timer smile isn't any different on Killer 8. It doesn't matter what difficulty you're on. It's the same every single time. I guess it's a matter of, do I trust my aim as Young Harman? I trust my aim with the recoil. I'll do the normal way anyway. I'm gonna use the same method for every character. That's exactly why I use that strat. Oh, hello. Let's do that better. There we go. That's what I want to see. And okay, I need to tell myself I need to take my hand off the controller at the right spot. Right before it. We'll actually get a Young Harman cutscene. Yes, thank you. We're actually going to see Young Harman in a cutscene. Because we switched to Garcian, Young Harman can't talk to himself, but we can pretend, right? Taking my hand off the controller.
You the one they call Matsuken?
No, Kanjiro Matsuoka is not here. I already handed him over.
Where?
How about I give you a clue?
You know we don't have time for puzzles.
Of course. A new informant is waiting. When you find yourself getting close to the truth, please come again. I'm afraid our time is up. Good day.
There he was. He got his own cutscene. He gets another one later. 2. That's more than some of the characters in this game get, so I'm a playable character yet. Alas, what can you do? Believe this is just the Killer 8 route? It's the current Killer 8 route? I keep mixing up my routes. But I believe this is it. No, it's not. This is the old route. See, that's why I have to check. Or an old route, maybe it was. Maybe we did fiddle a bit, I think. Or maybe I'm just misremembering. Yeah, we would turn to Kevin in the route now, but I think maybe for a bit we use Young Harman. There's that memory again. Mixing up facts from details. 18 years of playing the same game. Okay. Mithrils are so weird. I still don't fully get Romans like that. Like, am I aiming too high, too low? What am I doing wrong? Oh. It's further. It's there. Just trying to think of how to go through this room.
They know who's the strongest.
I'm gonna leave the room as mask. I guess I can switch to the stamina ring. You can technically die at Greg Nightmare, but actually, now that I think about it, it doesn't matter because the game accounts for that anyway. If a character dies in Greg Nightmare, never mind. I mean, you can't die at the Galactic Tomahawk. She comes first, but Young Harman, not worried. Can you see why I wasn't worried? I believe in another old route, yeah, we did use Young Harman. I'm not sure how many runs, really, but then somebody got the idea that, yeah, Dan can do it himself, so. Alright, and from this part forward, it's mostly gonna be Garcian. We get to use Young Harman exactly one more time later. Oh. How long have I been streaming? Okay. This will be what? Not counting the break, like 3:20, because it's been streaming for actually less than that. Wait, one sec. We'll math it later. Oh, type B. Sorry. I got the JP password stuck in my brain for a second. I was remembering Holbert's phrase and I realized, wait a minute. That's not right. And I still click yes, click enter. Okay, anyway, so let's see. I took a 10-minute break, and then I had the usual stream setup at the beginning. I'm streaming for, it says now, 3 hours, 23 minutes. Okay, so this total, this will probably be like 3:10, 3:15. Final video on YouTube. Again, not a speed run, but I'm just curious. Okay, it will turn us into Dan, but we will turn into Young Harman. Oh, come on. There we go. Pants put through the wall. The recoil does not help you. But it does work. Sounds kind of funny. There we go. Actually, one unique thing compared to most solo character runs. Oh. Couldn't even fight. One unique thing is we're not done. We're not done yet with Young Harman. He will show up in the cutscenes. Oh, he's gonna fall backwards. Oh. Damn, you jumped out. You're repair this one. overly. In fact, yeah, we still have the entirety of Smile 3. And the credits. So you're prepared. And we have to watch 2 cutscenes. Bare minimum. 2 cutscenes. Neither of which are Mahjong. Unfortunately, unless I simply decide to watch them, no character shows up. No playable character shows up in either Mahjong scene, so. One day I will learn Mahjong. I know it's not hard. And yet, it never sticks in my brain the times that I try. At first I'll learn. I mean, in theory, I could just find a game version of it and then it'll teach me the rules, but... You know, I'm not doing that, so that's my own fault. Oh. My brain was thinking back to Smile 1. Well, that's a game I've been wanting to play for ages, and I just haven't because I'm doing other things. But I probably will not get to it for a while, so... Don't play the Pete. Oh, rip? Wait, why not? So, oh, rip. I'm being lazy on these junctions. Maybe if Killer 9 was a thing and we could play as Christopher Mills. We could talk to our dead self, so to speak. Supposedly, Chris himself is an assassin, just not a very good one. Forget where they say that, though. It's probably in Hand in Killer7. It might be in the... I feel like if it were to be any place, it might be either in one of Johnny Gagnon's memos from the carrier pigeons, or maybe Travis said something. But I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying if it could be, that feels like flavor text that'd be there. Otherwise, I think, yeah, it might just be in Hand in Killer7 that he's a lousy assassin. Once again, defaulted to the previous chapter. Okay, don't touch the cuts, don't touch the start button. We're watching cutscene, because Young Harman is in here.
Naturally, I found myself being led to this place.
Long journey, but it ends here, Garcian. No, I think it's time I called you by your real name, Emir Parkreiner.
Amir.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Harman Smith. I'm the man you saw in your past. Do you remember the incident where 6 people were murdered in this hotel? You must have seen it yourself. Because you were the killer. The assassin, Emir Parkreiner, was the ace of aces. Who would have thought the killer was a mere 13-year-old? It was a deliberate crime targeted toward the Smith Alliance. It consisted of 7 members, but the leader wasn't included in the 7. Later investigations found his dead body inside a safe of a school. The investigative unit called them the Killer7. But the whole affair was never made public, not because this was an aberration from society, but because it involved national security issues. Unfortunately, a curse brought upon you by old traditions. You, Emir, are an assassin controlled by the government. Someone is watching your every move. From the second when I first took you in on the roof. You were one of the very few assassins with class, but you were out of control. Still, there was something venerable about you. Then it occurred to me, you were no longer a mortal being. Within you, ever so quietly, evil had opened its eyes.
Genuinely one of my favorite cutscenes in the whole game. Young Harman, you are so much chattier in that cutscene than you are out in the field. You only say literally one word in the field. It's a good word, but only one. Wait, I knew it was up here. Here's the camera I was talking about earlier. If you're anybody but Garcian, the camera's here to shift you back to Garcian. So even if I were to use a code to enable Young Harman at this point, they'd just force you back.
What took you so long?
Nice view, isn't it?
It's different. Time here is warped.
To finish this game peacefully is my last wish.
Guess that won't happen. We've been interrupted again.
Has another come to surface?
A sight for sore eyes.
Haven't seen you around for a long time.
Come in.
Please.
How much longer do we have on that pole, by the way?
No, it wasn't me. It can't be. It's all a misunderstanding.
Got 2 saves. But no more Young Harman at the end. But that's the same for every character except Garcia. Yeah, I said it earlier, but I had more fun with this run than I thought I would. Although I think it makes sense. I mean, it's a very different run. I have to play very differently. I'm feeling myself wanting a little bit more variety. Speedrunning can only go so far sometimes. More than one way to play a game. Even if large parts of this run were me trying to be fast, I still, maybe not fast is the right word, maybe efficiently, which I'm not going to claim I did play efficiently, because there were a lot of not very efficient moments, you could say. But no. I guess we're back to doing solo character runs. But I don't know when the next one will be. Definitely don't plan on the next stream being a solo character run. I'm not sure when it would happen. Either thing, you could say this is a long-term project. If the end goal is, solo character run for every character, which, well, yeah, it is, so. It's good to have loose goals like that. Loose projects. Ooh. I wasn't quite sure how long this stream was going to take, but close to 4 hours of streaming is still pretty hefty for what it is. And we have 2 votes, I guess, if anybody wants to vote in chat. I guess we will save Japan. We can still technically die here. We can still technically die in one more room. Can you eat an apple here? I'll tell you later. I'm offering up the apple to a giant mythical beast. He tells me where all the caves are. I guess we can watch the save Japan cutscene. Even if Young Harman isn't there, why not? You won't just know in your hearts, you will see with your very own eyes. It's probably will be like a 3:30 on YouTube. Link to that video. Because I have watched cutscenes, those do at length. They let him live. Just because he is a Harman, not necessarily the same Young Harman. In before this solo character run, like my earlier Young Harman run, in before this run becomes one of my most popular videos. Although I consider this run more of a success. Because I actually killed Ayame 1 properly this time. Killer 8. Not bad. Ooh. Not bad at all. One more bullet left. Thank you for the GG. One more bullet left and we'll be good. Basically GG. I can't die in the epilogue there. The distant epilogue. Although it'd be impressive if I could. It's like Gary and welcome. I mean, people do GGs anyway here. You all. Definitely a top piece of music. Alright, here we go, final input.
You're awake from your nightmare.
Harman, the world won't change. All it does is turn. Now, let's dance.
Alright, thanks for the GGs. First solo character run completed. First one in a while, that is. First in this round, you could say. Yeah, way more fun than I was expecting. Of course, it's Killer7. We have fun with it. Killer7. But even more fun than that. Definitely needed something a little different, and this was quite a bit different. So I don't plan on going through all of them in a row. It'll just be based on my mood. Whenever I'm feeling it, I might think, oh, maybe it's time for a solo character run, and maybe I'll do a pull somewhere. I don't know where anymore. But yeah, we shall see. So Young Harman only done on PC. Very nice.